In a world where more and more students are turning to online learning, one company has become quite a sensation. You might have seen them in the news, just like famous people in our daily headlines. But there's a twist. There are some concerns swirling around this company, Byjus. Let's take a closer look at what's actually going on. On December 2021, Byju's had over 115 million registered students. But the year Byju's was formally founded was in 2011. They had just 1,000 students back then. The founder himself would travel from city to city across the whole country and take sessions in stadiums or whatever could accommodate large batches. But this setup limited his scalability. He realized the need to go online. There was only so much he could travel and so many classes he could take. And thus, the first popular edtech was born in India. Byju's was born not as a Byju's but with the name Think and Learn. The Byju's learning app was launched later in 2015. The man we are talking about is the CEO and co-founder of Byju's, Mr. Ravindran Byju, who began coaching students by traveling across the country and would then take the stint online along with his wife Divya Gokulnath. Now, let us begin to explore the little shady side of it. In 2018, Byju's became a unicorn, meaning its value touched $1 billion. In just 3 years, its value is $22 billion. Byju's aggressive go-to-market sales strategy has made quite a headline in the past. Byju's has not been selling its product, but rather mis-selling it. The salesman pushed to bring in more sales. A boy did a coding course from White Hat Junior. He then bagged a package of 1.2 crores from Google. But the problem here is all this information was posted by White Hat Junior themselves, and the boy's age and package varied in every post. Somewhere it would be mentioned 9 years and somewhere they would say he is 13. The 1.2 crore package became 20 crores and sometimes even 150 crores. This clearly was a fictional story as a part of their marketing campaign. But people did not check the authenticity of the information. After this campaign, which we can say was quite successful, more than 20,000 people enrolled in White Hat Junior courses. And this happened after Byju's acquired White Hat Junior. This is what Byju's has been doing. Here is another aspect of the shady side of the business. Byju's marketing spend has been through the roof and has only increased every year. From rupees 457 crores in 2019 to 1175 crores in 2020. You can ponder upon the double-fold increase in just 1 year. Suppose you search for an answer to an academic question on Google. It might most likely that an answer by Byju's will be ranked on first page of your search. When you open it, you will have the option of leaving a comment, asking a question or booking a free class, all of which will require your number and email. And that is it. Now that the sales team has your number, they will leave no stone unturned to sell you a suitable course. The sales team work is half done by the 15-day trial period, which you get by adding your contact number and email. All of your data will be analyzed as to how much you study, how you are performing in the test, and then your profile will be pitched to your parents with the scopes of improvement. Parents being parents will think that it is good for their child and will buy the package. By chasing huge quotas, aggressive door-to-door selling, and personalized customer meetings for every household, Byju's has got themselves 150 million students and 9 lakh paid users. Now, What parents will not realize is that those 9 lakh students study the same material from the same teacher and take the same quizzes. Children do not get that edge over others that are promised while selling the package. Well, that wasn't all. If you still feel Byju's growth has been entirely organic, you must be living under some caves. Tata Group and Reliance would lose the game to Byju's if you were to see how rapidly it has been acquiring companies since its inception. Although Byju's became a unicorn in 2018, it has started its acquisition spree before that. In 2017, Byju's prominent acquisition was the acquisition of Tutor Vista, an EduRide from Pearson, one of the largest online tutoring brands from school students globally, especially in the US. Apart from that, the following is a list of companies and the acquisition cost along with them that Byju's has acquired over the past few years. In an unconventional move to alleviate stress, Byju's embarked on a weight loss journey of sorts by parting ways with a substantial portion of its workforce. The news of these layoffs has certainly reverberated widely. Reports indicate that 102 Indian companies have collectively let go of 27,103 employees since the onset of the funding downturn in 2022. While looking into Byju's layoff narrative, I came across a post by Arpit Singh, a former employee who found himself caught in layoff wave despite his unwavering dedication to his work. Acknowledging that businesses meticulously evaluate their options before implementing layoffs, it is crucial to recognize the profound impact on the individuals affected by these decisions. In a subsequent development, Byju's announced its intention to further reduce its workforce by approximately 500 to 1,000 positions in the third round of layoff this year. This move would bring the total count of employees affected to 4,000 for the year. Notably, these layoffs extended across various departments, ranging from sales and marketing to non-sales team and senior management. Adding to the complexity, the impact of Byju's workforce reduction extended to its acquired entities. Employees from White Hat Junior, a subsidiary, were also reportedly urged to consider voluntary retirement. While financial constraints may be a valid reason for layoff, it raises question when a company allocates substantial sum estimated at $5 to $7 million annually towards signing Lionel Messi as a brand ambassador for its social impact arm. Moreover, it is truly astonishing to consider the additional outlay of $30 to $40 million directed towards FIFA World Cup sponsorship. This information prompts a deeper reflection on why such lavish expenditures are being undertaken while the company struggles to maintain its workforce. This raises the fundamental question: what does Byju's truly prioritize? This scenario serves as a poignant reminder that business choices should harmonize with the well-being and principles of both the company and its stakeholders. In April 2021, Byju's bought Akash Educational Services for a total of $950 million in cash and equity from Blackstone and the J.C. Chowdhury family. In spite of a slight payment delay to the sellers in June 2022, J.C. Chowdhury and Akash Chowdhury, the company's founders, remain to serve as its managers while operating under Byju's ownership. Along with Blackstone, both founders also invested in Byju's as stockholders. Byju's founder used cash from his personal firm in Singapore to settle the back payment, demonstrating their dedication to the contract. Later, in October 2022, Byjus obtained unsecured loans of 300 rupees crore from Akash Educational Services, and in May 2023 they obtained an additional 2000 rupees crore from David Kempner for the development of Akash Educational Services. As per the news that came out on 31st July 2023, US-based investment fund Davidson Kempner Capital Management has accused Byjus on financial misconduct and has taken control of Akash Educational Services and its accounts. Byju's representative denies these claims, but insiders suggest that the company went overboard on a loan and defaulted as a result. As a result of this event, Akash CEO and CFO have resigned. Davidson is now managing all financial transactions, allowing payments only after investigation and approval. They have also requested that Byjus return the money, but the businesses has not yet responded. In the midst of the financial scandal, Davidson is considering a significant Byjus shake-up. They are considering restructuring the board and might even remove Byjus Ravindran from his throne. Byjus encountered yet another financial setback when a 40 million interest payment was due on a debt that lenders were trying to renegotiate, which made the situation more worse. It would be the largest unrated loan default by a startup in history if the payment was not made in full. And guess what? They made history by defaulting on the payment. Byjus also experienced delays in submitting its critical financial accounts, which added to the rising worries. The delay drew criticism and made Byjus' difficulties much more severe. In a surprising turn of events, Byjus took a proactive stance and filed a lawsuit against its lenders, alleging harassment during the loan recovery process. And now they have accused the lenders of making bogus default claims to gain control of the company. This court dispute resolution is still up in the air, further complicating an already critical situation. The stakes are undeniably high, with financial interest hanging in the balance and the future of Byjus at an important turning point. Despite missing a deadline to approve an amendment that would have ended the dispute, the attorneys for both sides are currently engaged in heated negotiations to restructure the debt. The long-time auditor of Byjus, Deloitte, presented the resignation, which was unexpected, and it was due to large delays in the financial result for the year that concluded on March 31, 2022. Deloitte asserts that by September 30, 2022, these statements must be made available to shareholders at the annual general meeting in accordance to the 2013 Companies Act. Due to Deloitte's resignation, Think and Learn Private India's financial matters are now being overseen by BDO, a new auditor. The parent company's board of directors underwent a change at the same time. This strategic move denotes a change in the board members, which could have an effect on the organization's future course and decision-making procedures. These recent events, including Deloitte's resignation and the changes to the board of directors, point to a moment of transition and reorganization at Byju's parent business. Only time will tell how these developments will impact the future course. Byju's is now at a crossroads. They want to do big things, but they are having problems. They need to fix their money issues and figure out what is really important. Can they turn things around, making their failure into a A+ startup? It is a big challenge, But with smart thinking, they might just do it.